What's up, YouTube? You're having doubts. What should you do? You should question why you're having doubts. What's going on? Blood sacrifice pagan. Oh, Danon. You're so silly. You're so silly. What's up, YouTube? Chris, what's going on? Good morning. Good to see you. Alyssa, good to see you. Chunky, what's up? Good morning. God bless you too. God bless. God bless. Good to see everybody here. Well, not everybody, but good to see all of you that are here already. What up, NB? Cove, what's up? What's up? London, if you're here, if you have any doubts, you can come up and ask questions. God bless LA Apologetics. Hope you're doing good. God bless you guys. Good morning. God bless all. God bless you all. Another cook session loading on the best morning live on the YouTube. That's right. That is right. London, I sent you an invite to come on stage. You can ask your question, whatever you're doubting. Glad to see everybody. Let's tap that screen. Let's tap that screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's make everybody regret on TikTok that they went live during the best morning live on TikTok. You feel me?
Hello.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I disagree with the prompt.
Okay. What do you disagree with?
I think Allah is God, and I disagree with Jesus not being a Muslim. I think he was a Muslim.
Okay. How do you? What makes you think he was a Muslim?
I'm just going based off my religion, right? Quran, of course, it says that Jesus was a prophet, so I'm just basing it off my religion.
Oh, okay. You just base it off of the Quran. Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you believe in the Quran?
I think everything makes sense to me. Like, I think Christianity, a lot of it does make sense too, but Islam just appeals to me and it makes sense.
When something appeals to you, it doesn't mean it's true, right? Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that can appeal to. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that can like if you say it appeals to me, you're saying it's just my opinion. I think it's true. You know, you're not really you don't really have evidence.
Yeah, I thought you were asking like on my opinion. Yeah, I think opinion based. I think yes.
No, I'm not looking for opinion based. I'm looking for like what are the reasons why it's true? Like why should I believe it's true?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, so you want to do like a factual debate? I would just say because actually I have some questions on that, right? My question to you is right because I'm not too fully like locked into the Christianity. So can you explain to me the difference between a Protestant and a Catholic Christian? Because I'm not sure what the difference.
So we're changing topics.
Oh no, no, I just have a question because I genuinely don't know. Because I have a friend that is both, and I want to ask you that question because I want the answer to that if you don't mind. You don't have to answer. I'm just asking.
Yeah, a Protestant, Catholics and Protestants split up like in the 1600s, 1700, 1500s. So the Catholics just follow the apostolic teachings and traditions, and the Protestants don't. They just follow the Bible, and that's it.
All right, that's really all I wanted to ask you. But I think the reason why, thank you for answering, by the way. But the reason why I think Islam is factual is because I don't really, I'm gonna say this in the most respectful way possible, but I don't really get how a god can be born from a human. I do get that he's spiritually he is God, but I don't get how he can become a human and be unalived. That's the reason why I do believe in Islam, because our God, that never happened to him. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the reason why you think a God who is all powerful can't take on a human flesh?
I'm saying he can take on human flesh, but I don't think that, because like I said, yeah, God can do anything, so of course he can do that, right?
Mhm.
But I wouldn't it's just a matter of I wouldn't think God would do that because he is all knowing, all power. Why would he bring himself down to a human form and
Yeah,
be
I mean, he
unloved?
did definitely lower himself, and he didn't have to experience a human death. But if he takes on a human flesh, he then can experience a human death. But yeah, that's a good question. Like why he would do it? Well, he did it because he loves you. He loves all of us. Because the purpose of him assuming a human nature is to heal it and then be consumed by death so he can defeat death so that we can be resurrected in a pure immortal body and then spend eternity with him. He did it because he loved us. It's like asking why would a father jump in front of a bus to save his child? Why would he do that? Why would he put himself through all that pain and then die? Well,
My question
he
is,
did it because he
what
loves
would be
his
the
child.
point? My question is, what would be the point of doing said thing if you can
I
just,
already told you because what we believe in is that our human nature, and you believe it whether you think so or not, our human nature is we're born in a corrupted nature, a corrupted state. So, for example, if you see a baby, right? A baby's in. I'm not saying a baby sins, but a baby, its instincts is to be selfish, and is to only care about itself, right? So it does things like it gets mad, he pouts or she pouts, whatever, right? These are things that are like a natural inclination to be selfish. We're born with this instinct to be selfish, right? And selfish mentality is what leads to certain sins. Even in Islam, that would be the truth, right? So we're born in a corrupted state. He needs to assume a human nature in order to heal it, and then be resurrect. But his resurrection defeats death, so that we can experience eternal life. He did it because he
can you
loves
tell me,
us.
can you tell me your main problem with Islam in a respectful way, please?
I just don't. I don't think there's any evidence that it came from God.
Why do you
All
think that?
all the evidence that Muslims tell me as to why they believe the Quran came from God, scientific miracles, prophecies, all these things, all of it can raise the possibility, can still be possible that it came from Satan. It doesn't
Satan.
it doesn't it doesn't necessarily mean that it definitively came from God. Although Muslims assume because of these impressive things in the Quran that they think is impressive, that it can only come from God, but that's not true. That's number one. Number two, it's historically inaccurate. It says that Jesus never died on the cross. Even atheist historians would agree that he died on the cross. Number three, the Quran.
Just agree to disagree,
Yeah,
Just because atheists, don't think Jesus died on the cross, that doesn't take away from the fact that we think he didn't.
my point is
Specifically see
you guys don't have evidence that he didn't die on the cross. All the evidence points to that he did, and even an atheist historian would agree. And the reason why that's important is because why would an atheist historian lie about that? Like they have no dog in the fight. So all historians, no matter what background they are, they agree that the evidence points that Jesus died on the cross. Are you still there? You still there, bro? Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. Let's get to 5K. Yassine, you still there, bro? Yassine, the volume is low. Sorry, guys. Everybody good on the volume? Everybody else? I'm raising it up as high as I can. I apologize. YouTube, was the guest sounding okay? Okay. What about me? How do I sound? Yeah. Yassine got overwhelmed, I think. Yeah, Muslims, just to finish the point, like all, just to finish the point, the main reason why when Muslims tell me, hey, this book came from God, the main reason why they tell me that that's the case is because they believe in something impressive inside of the Quran. But what it boils down to is that we like nothing that you can show me in the Quran that's impressive is definitively from God. Like the possibility still stands that it could come from Satan. Now the question usually lies is, well, what about you guys, right? The resurrection, like historically, we can conclude to the resurrection because the minimal facts that we for sure know about the historical event of the crucifixion. First of all, in the minimal facts of what happened to Jesus, Jesus is a historical person that all historians agree, is that he died on the cross. That in itself already proves Islam false. Like that already brings red flags, right? But even if we were to say, oh, well, it was made to appear so because, all the evidence points to it. Okay, fine, whatever. Even if that were the case, the best possible explanation for the empty tomb would be a resurrection. And that miracle, giving life to a dead body, that miracle can only be done by the source of life, which is God. Satan can't do that. So that's what it boils down to. Tap the screen, guys, to get to 5,000. We're almost at 5,000. So we can get some ops in here. But yeah, that would be my response. If he's still listening, Yassine, like, you guys don't really have anything in your Quran that definitively prove that this came from God, especially when you have something like Christianity that has so much evidence, right? You would need to present something, and they act like they do. Oh my gosh, it's a perfect book. Look at the Arabic. You have to understand the Arabic to see the miracles. No one can write a surah like it, but we don't give you a criteria as to what the surah is like. Like, think about this, guys. Let's say I write like a one-page paper, like an essay, and then I tell you guys, hey, look, this is from God, and the way I'm gonna prove it's from God is, I bet you can't write an one-page essay like it. You can't like copy it. You got to write something different, but write something like it. And then I don't tell you what that is. Any one-page essay that you write, I'm going to say, nope, it's not like this. Nope, you missed this. Nope, it's not like that. All of it becomes a subjective criteria. It doesn't become something objective. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is for those of you that don't know, the Quran supposedly has a challenge for anybody that wants to disprove that this came from God. It says, write a chapter in this Quran like it. You have to write something like one of these surahs. And it's interesting because it doesn't give you a criteria. If this was truly from God, or let's just say it's truly from somebody that wants you to try the challenge, there will be a specific and detailed criteria that if you check out, let's say, a list of 10 things, if you get every list of 10 things done accurately, then you have completed the challenge. If they would have put an objective standard like that is detailed and clear, then it would be like, okay, now this whatever this thing is, if it's God or not, they're confident that you can't do it, right? But they don't do that. It's just, yeah, just write one like it. And then what's the criteria? We don't know. It just needs to be like it. What's your opinion as to what is like? Now it's about your opinion as to whether it's like it or not. Like, doesn't make any sense. It's just like it's just fraudulent. It's fraudulent. Yeah, Omar did it. Yeah, there's an argument that you can bring in the Hadith. Omar, one of the Sahaba, actually suggested 3 things, and they became actual verses in the Quran. Like Allah took it as like a good idea. Can you imagine? Allah was like, "Ooh, I like that." It wasn't even Muhammad; it was one of his Sahaba. Imagine like one of his Sahaba suggesting something, and then God going like, "Ooh, ooh, yeah, ooh, I like that. I like that. Let's do that, Muhammad. Let's put that in there." Can you imagine? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, bro. Why do you keep you request up now every day, bro? I didn't even know who you were until like 2 days ago.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, barakatuh.
Wa alaikum.
It's crazy. I don't. More people know about me, and I just go and talk about God's word, but people know who I am, I guess. Wow.
Are you Hispanic?
I'm American. I'm a veteran.
You're not like what nationality, like what race are you? Are you Hispanic?
My mom's Creole.
Oh, okay. What was your dad?
My dad's from Tolcatiche, Jalisco.
Hey, orale. All right, bro. What you got, man? You got an argument today or what?
Spanish was my first language, and then I learned English, and then I learned sign language a little bit, and now Arabic, inshallah.
Bro, I don't know what's with these Hispanics like going to Islam, bro. It's like it's kind of like ugh, it makes
We
me
know how to read, brother. Well, we learned how to read English, and then and then it's a small
makes
book,
me cringe, bro.
So you can it took me 3 days to finish it.
What
So
about this book? What about that book that you read that you were like, ooh, this is for sure from God? What'd you read?
If I show you the evidence, will you take a shahada?
If it's actual evidence, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 30. I mean, not 30. 98.
Chapter 30, 98. What does it say?
No, not 30, 98. Just 98 itself. It's just a small chapter. It's one of those last chapters, the last.
Okay. What does it say? What did it say that was like, oh, this is convincing. This is definitely from God.
Yeah, I'm a man of science, so I study biology, and I demanded like even the smallest amount of evidence, and then on chapter 98, that's where I found it.
Okay. So chapter 98 gave you scientific evidence?
No, I didn't say that. I said evidence.
And what was the evidence?
Do you see what the chapter, the name of the chapter is called?
What is it? Al-Bayina?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what that means in English?
No.
I guess it means clear evidence, clear proof.
Okay. So what was it? What was the proof?
That was it.
What? So because it says clear proof, you just believed it?
Because it says clear evidence, yeah.
Bro.
And then when I read what was in the content,
I'm glad you're up here. Honestly, I'm glad you're up here sharing this because I want people to see that these are the reasons, these are the dumb reasons why people go to Islam. They're just easily swayed. Easily swayed.
To you, brother, but
well, explain it. What's the connection? It says clear. So anybody could have written a book. So listen, anybody could have written a book and just put a chapter called Clear Evidence, and that would have convinced you? Anything in that book would have convinced you?
Nobody called it. Brother, do you believe in the angels?
You're not going to answer my question, are you?
No, I am. But the reason why I don't believe that no man would do that is because I believe that it didn't come from man.
Why?
That it came.
I'm asking for why. I'm asking.
Touched by man.
Hey, I'm asking for why. Why do you believe it didn't come from man? That was like my first question.
No, I don't believe that a man could possibly have done that.
How do you?
I don't.
Okay,
I
how
think
do you
that was
know?
God's.
How do you know? Like, what makes you believe that? Okay, bro. All right, man.
Intuition, I guess.
I can't do the brain rot conversations, bro. I just can't. Just sitting there like, I just him. I mean, asking the question on YouTube. This is how I picture him. He was like, "How do you know that this came from God?" Just like lights on, nobody home. Just lights on, nobody home. What's up?
Hello.
What's up? What's your faith?
Christianity.
Do you disagree with anything on the screen?
Mainly, I'm trying to talk to like the Islams and stuff.
So why'd you come up here?
Cause I think like there's confusion in the chat, and I just like.
All right, go.
I was like,
go unconfuse them in the chat then, okay? Thank you. What's up? What's up?
yo, did you hear me?
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Oh. All right, well, I'm Muslim. Now, I studied Christianity. I sincerely believe that when it comes to like the Trinity, I think it's all three religions to some degree, rather than how we try to divide and conquer.
What?
You mean what?
The hell are you talking about?
You know how you guys like, you know how you say in Christianity, I say it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit,
Yeah.
right? But if you go back to Abraham, because it's an Abrahamic family, when Abraham was running around, there was no Jews, there was no Christians, and there was no Muslims. It was after there was strife and division that people started to create these things to manipulate and control societies in different regions. But if you look at it and you go back in history, we all come from Abraham. So technically it's an Abrahamic family, and there's three, right? You got the Christians, you have the Muslims, and you have the Jews. So that's why I say I think the Trinity is more so the actual religions itself, and then we all have different tongues. But man likes to have power. That's the only thing that keeps us divided. And Satan uses that because when you divide, you can conquer. One wants to be better than the other. But at the end of the day, when we all die, we all look the same. Your success doesn't matter whether you have millions or you have nothing. Your skeletons is going to look the same as the next man that's been there for the last millions of years. But
hey, bro.
I just feel.
Hey, yeah. How do you know anything that you just said is true?
How do I know what and what example? Like, what do you mean? What do you
anything? Exactly? How do you know any of this is true that you're saying?
We won't know till we die.
So you don't. So you don't. So you don't know.
Not gonna know until you die.
So
either.
by you saying we're not gonna know until we die, I guess the answer is I really don't know. Is that the answer?
It's not. It's not me saying I really don't know.
Then how do you know? Then how do you know? How do you know these things?
I mean, look, I can say it like this, right? I can say it like this, right? And I'm trying to build with you. I'm not trying to like be here to be condescending or anything. I'm trying to actually build with you on the man mental.
That's fine.
Level,
if we're gonna build, then I would appreciate if you just answer my questions. Like if I have a question, like if you give me all this information, and I'm just like, okay, and you just expect me to believe because you said it. Like I want some reasons as to why what you said was true.
Why do I say I know? Because this is from studying.
What are some reasons? What you studied?
I've done study. Listen, hear me out. I've done practice Catholic. I've done practice Christianity. I don't practice Islam. I'm currently practicing Islam, and I also have read the Torah. right? It may not be in perfect Hebrew text, but I read it in the context of where it's in translation. Because you know, there's certain words in English that you can't translate from any other religion. We know that for a fact. That's not even an argument. But at the
Give
end
me
of the day,
why don't you name me the scrolls of the Torah?
The scrolls. I don't know them verbatimly. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but I know I studied them.
You don't know the names of the scrolls that you were studying?
You talk about the first 5 books of like the Quran. I mean, of the Bible.
Torah.
The first 5 books of the Torah.
The scrolls of the Torah. Yes.
It's the first 5 books of the Bible.
Okay, which are?
What is it? Genesis, Exodus, the one with the D, and I don't know them off the top of my head, but I know them.
The one with the D. The one with the D. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
Deuteronomy, like I can't name off the top of my head like that, but I know I've studied.
So you studied all of these things, and why should I take your opinion on what you've studied?
Why do you take the opinions of the scholars? You weren't.
So you're gonna deflect. So you're gonna deflect the question. You're not gonna answer it. So you're gonna deflect the question. You're not gonna answer it.
No, I'm not deflecting.
You are deflecting. So no, you're not. You're asking me a question. Can you answer my question? Why should I believe what you've studied?
Why should you believe what I studied? I'm not asking you to believe it. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm not.
Why should I believe your opinion? Why should I believe your opinion?
It's listen, it's your conscience, right? So it's your level of guidance and your level.
Yeah, my conscience. Look, my conscience is I don't just believe anybody, just some random dude and his opinion on religion. I just don't.
No. And that's the thing. I don't. It doesn't benefit me or hurt me if you believe me or not.
Well, I mean, don't you? Well, then, what's the point of you coming up here then? If you don't have any good reasons to, if you don't have actual evidence for what, if you don't have actual evidence for anything that you're saying, why do we care? Why do we care? If you don't have evidence for anything that you're saying, why do we care?
If I don't have evidence for anything of what I'm saying, why don't care? It's not like you could go live and I could bring out all 3 books and we could sit down and have one big.
All right, bro. Have a good day, man. So you don't got nothing. Just a whole lot of just talking. You ain't got nothing. You're just yapping. What's up? What's up?
You're rude as hell. You're rude as hell. No, you're rude as hell.
Because I said, what's up? Okay. I'm rude, chat. I'm a rude boy. A rude boy. Thank you guys for the likes. My bad for not updating the goal. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube this morning. You could be doing anything right now on your Saturday morning leading into Labor Day, but you chose to be with me talking to these, how should we put it so I'm not rude, these some of these deficient of the minds, you know, that they come to try to prove to me what they believe, but they don't have evidence, they don't have any arguments. So, you know, you're here with me to experience these wonderful conversations. Hopefully, there's someone in the audience that will see these things and say, you know what? Christianity does make more sense. I was looking into Islam, I was looking into all these other things, and those don't make sense after listening to Bear talk to these weirdos. You know? And then we succeed. We planted another seed. We avoided some shubuhat, and we move on, and we go on to another day. Another week completed of the Best Morning Live on TikTok, changing the world one day at a time. All right. If you guys have questions in the chat, you guys can put your questions in the chat. He is right. You give all evidence, but you keep denying. What evidence, bro? Do you want to come up and show me what the evidence was so I can, because I must have missed it. So Arabic name, here, I'll send you an invite. Why don't you come up and show me what the evidence was? Come on up. Enlighten us, please. What was the evidence?
the evidence of Quran, you know?
Yeah, what was the evidence?
The evidence is God challenge mankind to bring something like the Quran.
To bring something like the Quran. Okay.
Yes, to bring something like it.
What does that mean, to bring something like it?
Something like it, yeah. He challenged mankind to bring something like a unique book, yeah.
Yeah. What does that? What does that mean? Like, what does that look like? What's the criteria?
The criteria is very hard. It's like the way it's written is like more like of a story.
Okay, got it.
Evidence and
okay.
Quran like estimate Roman gonna defeat the Pharisee in few years time, yeah. So like
the Persians.
in the future, what's gonna happen?
Brother, you understand? First of all, brother, can you pay attention? I know there's a language barrier, so I'm gonna try to say this slow. Okay.
Yeah.
By saying the Quran saying bring something like it, in order for it,
like the Quran.
Please listen.
Like the contest.
Please listen. Yeah. Please listen. In order for us to complete the challenge, we would need to know what the criteria is to bring something like it. The Quran doesn't give you the criteria.
The Quran is like the way it's written is miracle. So even the early Arab,
you assume it's a miracle. You assume it's a miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
What makes it miraculous?
It's miraculous because it's easy to remember. It's easy to like memorize it.
It's easy. That's miraculous to you. It's easy to memorize.
It's miraculous, yeah. Because
you know what? So then that means that means that the ABCs right, the alphabet song is also miraculous because everybody memorizes the alphabet through the alphabet song.
Not the alphabet song. Not the alphabet song.
Yeah, or the alphabet song. A B C D E F G.
I'm talking about the Bible.
What? I know. Well, no, but isn't that miraculous because it's easy to memorize?
Brother, can you memorize the Bible?
Yes, but you said it's miraculous because it's easy to memorize.
Why you cannot memorize
so is the alphabet song miraculous because we memorize it? Look, we'll all say it together. Here we go. Watch. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Right? Wow. Was that miraculous to you?
Are you really searching for the truth?
Was that miraculous? Was that miraculous to you?
We give you Quran. Sorry?
Was that miraculous to you, what I just did?
Quran show you everything here.
Oh my God, bro.
The wisdom in the Quran.
We got a language barrier, brother.
Everything.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Language barrier, brother. And by the way, go look it up. There are Jews, rabbinic Jews that have like the level of like, I think it's called like shmika. And these are people that have memorized the Torah. So is that Torah miraculous and from God because they memorized the Torah? All right, bro. Guys, I've received a revelation. It's the ABCs. The ABCs is a miracle from God. Oh boy. Even if his English was fluent, that argument is still stupid. This is true. I'm converting to alphabet right now. Amen, MJ. Amen. Mashallah, Frankie. I am a Rasulullah. Rasulullah. YouTube was going crazy with the alphabet song. I feel the presence of God now. Amen. Amen. Yeah, exactly. It's not miraculous when you do something like that. It's only miraculous when the Muslims do it. Right. Exactly. Bro. What is this, man? Yo, Faceless Mafia, yo, gang, listen, gang, listen, gang, listen. I don't think your level of expertise is like something I can handle right now. You feel me? Okay? So why don't you go sit on the couch, roll up another one? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Because we know that you studied all these books and you found a justification on rolling one up, right? So go ahead, roll one up, gang. Go build one. I don't want to build with you. Just build by yourself, okay? Roll another one up. Put on college football today or something, and just that's it, bro. Just chill. You feel me? Just go ahead and do that, gang. All right? Because all three religions are true, including like whatever justifications of the things that you do in your life too. You know, I know you got an argument for that somewhere. So you feel me, gang? So roll one up, you know, and just chill out, bro. It's Saturday, Labor Day weekend, gang. You know, why you over here trying to build with me when you could just be doing that? You know. So it is what it is. Yeah, man. I can't handle another conversation. Your level of intelligence is impeccable. It's too high for me, gang. Too much. Too much. What's up?
I just wanted to make a comment. So, let's say, are you a brother?
Like a sibling, brother?
Yeah, like.
I'm a brother.
Okay, sure, yeah, sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a friend?
Yes.
And are you a son?
Yes.
So that's 3 positions in one person for anybody who's confused about like the Holy Trinity.
Oh, stuck for the law, stuck for the law, stuck for the law. You were trying to use an analogy for the Trinity for that?
Yeah, because people say like that Christianity is like a polytheistic religion.
Emily, do you think that Jesus is the Father? Like they're the same person?
I think that he's the son that came with the miracles of the Father to deliver
That's good.
the unconditional love and those same miracles of the Father.
Okay. All right, we're all right now so far. Do you believe he is the Father?
I mean, I don't know if I can answer that.
Okay.
I subscribe to the belief of Jesus Christ. I believe that he is king, but that he is the Father. I mean, I guess I could say that in the same way that it's like.
No. Okay, so let me help you, okay? Because it sounds like you do believe and you're genuine. So I'm just gonna help you, okay? And it's okay that you don't know. So we're not gonna make fun of you or anything, okay? We're just gonna help you. So the Trinity, right? It is the description of God's nature, of like what God is and who God is. Okay? So I'm gonna break down what that means. I'm gonna use you as an example. You are Emily. That is who you are. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. You are a human. That is what you are. Okay? Those two things, even though they're not separated, they're not the same thing. Make sense so far? Okay. Now, you are just limited to being one person, right? Which is one who, which is Emily, right? You can't be Emily and Jillian and Mary, right? You can only be just one person. That's your limitation. God is not limited like humans. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. So God has one nature as well, and that's why there's only one God, but he exists as 3 persons, or in other words, 3 who's. And those who's are not the same who. They're distinct from each other. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They're not the same person, but they're also not separated. nor are they separated from the nature. They have the same identical nature.
I would disagree that they're even persons, though. Like the Son came in the flesh, but the Holy Spirit resides in everybody who accepts Jesus. God is the cosmic energy that created Jesus and all of us.
Okay, Jesus is not created, even though his body was created. He himself is not created. Now listen, Emily, you there? Because you went away from TikTok. And mute your mic when you go away. Come back, Emily. Come back. There we go. You back?
Yeah, I have like a timer on TikTok that kicks me out.
Oh no. Okay. Are you still good? So
your perspective. I want to hear your perspective.
Okay. So person, when I say person, I don't mean a human. I mean just anything with personhood. Now the question is, what is personhood? Personhood is what gives you your identity and is the ability to have relationship and rational thinking. So there are only three beings that can have personhood. That would be humans, that would be angels, and that would of course be God. Because all three of those things have rational thinking, can have relationship, and have individual identities, right? So that being said, when I say person, I don't mean when I say the Father is a person. I don't mean that he took on a human flesh. That's not what I mean.
Yeah, because a Christian the other day, and I'm not putting this on every Christian, but he told me, it says in the Bible, he who created the heavens and the earth. God is a man, and I couldn't disagree more.
Okay, Emily. I don't know. Are you following along what I'm saying so far about the Trinity?
I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Didn't you just say, God is not a person?
No, I didn't say that. I said the opposite. I said God does have personhood. Yes. He has three persons.
Does have personhood. Is not a those personhood and being a person, you just discern between the difference.
Yeah. I'm going to try one more time. And if you don't understand this, Emily, I don't know what to do. Okay?
I mean, it's okay if I don't understand it. We can agree to disagree and go on our separate ways.
We could do that. But we could do that. We could do that. But if you have a misunderstanding of the Holy Trinity and you are on TikTok bouncing around panels talking about it, it's a matter of time, if it has not happened already, that a Muslim, a man named Amir, who is going to look at you and salivate and say, "Ooh, I can take you for my wife." And this is how he's going to do it. He's going to plant seeds of doubt in you. And he's going to say things like, can God really become a man? It's going to be just like the snake in the garden. He's going to say, did God really say he can become a man? You know those scriptures are corrupted, right? Does it even make sense that an unlimited being can become limited? Does that even make sense to you, Emily? Oh, make sense of the Trinity for me. Wait, so the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are three in one. How can three be one? Does that make sense to you, or is that a contradiction? And I guess what's going to happen? You're going to be like, whoa, I don't know the answers. And then you're going to be like, and then you're going to try to explain it. And the more you explain it because of your misunderstanding, the deeper the hole you get. And then they gotcha. And then next thing you know, you got 3 or 4 more Dawa guys all giving different arguments. You know, saying, well, the God of the Bible is evil. This is why we know it's corrupted. And then they're gonna be like, well, look at Islam. Then they're gonna be like this. Look at Islam. Islam gives so many women's rights. And Aisha was the greatest of all, the mother of the religion. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Don't you want to be like Mary, the greatest woman of all time? We love Jesus. His mother was the greatest woman of all time. Don't you want to be like her and be in a hijab all day? Ooh, this is so nice. Look at this beautiful religion. And then they're going to give you like a Arabic nasheed. And we're like, look, when I recite the Quran, tell me, doesn't it sound beautiful? And they're going to go, and they're going to sing it. And you're going to be like, whoa, wow. And you're going to be enchanted by it. Next thing you know, you're taking your shahada, and then your spiritual noose is getting fried. And then you are now stuck with a Sunni Muslim husband who's now going to marry 3 more women, whether you like it or not. And if you
I'm not gonna lie, this argument is kind of condescending.
and if you disagree with him marrying 3 more women, he has every right to just smack you. So that's what's going to happen. This is why you should learn about the Trinity. And it's for everybody else. This is why you should learn about the Trinity.
I was disconnected this whole time. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that the argument is kind of condescending. It's to say that, like, I can just be swayed by any argument that comes by my way because I have an unorthodox, in your view, way of thinking of the Trinity. I think that anything that says this is the only way is incorrect, and
All right,
that's not to say
well,
that I
hey,
reject Jesus, but like, look at
good luck.
Muslims, like,
Good luck. Good luck, Emily. All right,
here
Emily.
you are saying that's wrong.
Good luck, Emily. Hey, guys, what we got to do sometimes, you just got to let them go, you know? If they're not ready to hear it and they're stuck in their ways, hey, we did what we did. I warned her. If it happens, it happens. You feel me? We don't want to do the all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like, she going, look, this guy right here, he definitely is salivating. Hey, that's an easy shahada right there, Hadi. You could probably get in her DMs.
You just add hominems, bro.
You probably get in her DMs. You could probably, that's an easy one for you, bro.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm already in it. Thank you, bro.
There you go, brother. Good job.
Appreciate it.
What's up? What do you want?
So let's be real, man. Don't be scared of your religion. Where do you find the hypostatic union in the first 300 years? Show me that.
John chapter 1, verse 14.
No, show me the hypostatic union before the 4th century.
Before the 1st century?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see it in Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Yeah, explain it.
Yeah, it says the Messiah would be born and that he would be called Mighty God.
That doesn't explain the hypostatic union. Do you know what the hypostatic union is?
Yeah, it's when God incarnates as a human.
That doesn't explain the hypostatic union, bro.
You said, show me the hypostatic union before the first 300 years. Before the first century.
Doctrines that was formulated. You don't find that there. So all you Christians,
wait. Hold on. You need you need a fully explained doctrine. Why does this criteria matter? Like, why do I need to show that?
It matters?
Yeah.
You know why it matters?
Tell me.
Because if you...
Ooh. What happened?
I got a call. My bad. If you want to be a true Christian and follow the followers from the earliest followers of Jesus, then maybe they should mention something about that in the first, maybe at least 100 years, right? Don't you think that's a good criteria?
How about this? How about you? All right, look. I'll concede. No. I'll concede. I'll concede to your criteria. Right? Hold on. Let me finish. I'll concede to your criteria if you can show me the exact shahada in the 1st century, please. The shahada you guys take today, show me that in the 1st century, and I'll concede. Hadi, hello. I'll concede, and I'll say, yeah, that's a necessary criteria. If you can show me in the 1st century the shahada that the Muslims say to hit today in order to become Muslim. Go ahead.
There is no proof of the hypostatic union.
Hello?
It was created in the 4th century.
Do you have proof of the shahada? Do you have proof of the shahada? Do you have proof of the shahada? Do you have proof of the shahada?
There.
Hello?
Yes, I have the proof.
Yeah, show me in the 1st century. Show me the 1st century. Show me the 1st century.
Yeah, it's in the Quran.
Show me the 1st century. The Quran's in the 1st century?
No, it's in the Quran.
Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here, bro. Bro. Hey, you got a better shot at getting in Emily's DMs, bro. You got a better shot at that, bro. What the hell? Show me the shahada in the 1st century, and I'll concede. He coming up here just making up criteria that make no sense. Hey, bro, prove to me that Muhammad's a prophet just using the first Just prove to me all of Islam's doctrines are true just by using the first chapter of the Quran. You can't use any other chapter. What the hell? The hell out of here, bro. The hell you think this is, gang? You think I'm stupid? I ain't stupid. What's up?
Yo.
What's up?
So you just hate Islam, right?
The religion? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Why do you say that? Why do you think that way?
Because it's deception. It's deceived a lot of people.
In what ways exactly? Like, be specific.
Because it's probably, like, I don't believe it's from God. It's probably from a demon or Satan.
Okay, what do you think about Jews in the Torah?
Depends on which Jews you're referring to.
Just answer the question. What do you mean?
There's different types of Jews, bro. If you're talking about rabbinic Jews, I believe they probably worship the same God the Muslims do.
Okay, and what about all the others?
Like, if it's a Messianic Jew that takes Christ as Lord and believes in the Trinity, then they're not deceived.
Wait, but huh? So what about the Talmudic Jews?
That's the rabbinic Jews.
What do you class
That's the rabbinic Jews. They probably worship the same. They more than likely worship the same God as the Muslims. That's why they can pray together in mosques and stuff like that. You know when the Talmud came?
Say it again?
Do you know when the Talmud came? Like when it was put together?
It has to be recent. I know it's not ancient.
Exactly. It's definitely not, like, Christianity is actually the oldest Abrahamic religion.
What makes you say that, though?
Because the rabbinic Jews that claim to be the original Jews, they follow the Talmud. And whatever the interpretation of the Talmud says is what they follow. They don't actually follow the first century and earlier interpretations of the Tanakh. The Christians do. They actually follow it more.
Okay, so do you disagree with them saying things as, like, insulting Jesus, saying things like he's burning in hell? And,
of course. Like, I'm a follower of Christ. He's my king, my Lord and Savior. Why would I agree with that?
You have a common ground with Muslims more than them.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So when a Jew says something bad about Jesus, me and you can lock arms and say, hey, screw you back, right? But we don't believe in the same Jesus.
Well, why not?
We don't.
We just have different stories about him, but
it's not the same Jesus. First of all, bro, do you know how the name in Aramaic, Yeshua, do you know what that translates to in Arabic?
Let's hear it.
Yasu. Now, what do you call Jesus?
Okay. Isa.
It's not even like the right translation in Arabic. It's a different name. But fine, even if I were to grant you, okay, that's just semantics. Those are just names. You guys have a reason for it. Whatever.
Jesus isn't his name either, yeah. So
but that's actually translated from the Greek. That's translated from the Aramaic. So it actually, the etymology actually like follows. Your etymology doesn't. But it's fine, no worries. I'll grant it to you. That's a silly like little just detail. Okay, that wouldn't be a strong enough argument, I would say, right? But it's just something to think about. But nothing, like, you guys don't believe he died on the cross. Like, history disagrees with you.
Well, what's wrong with that?
What do you mean what's wrong with that? It's incorrect. You got, like, the evidence is overwhelming that he died on the cross. It's one of the most attested facts that we know in human history.
Other than the Bible.
No, even externally of the Bible. Even the Babylonian Talmud confirms that he died. And we know the Talmud don't like Christians, right? So why would they support a Christian lie, right?
Well, it's the whole point of them. They boast and cry out that they killed your Messiah or whatever. So, like, that's their whole thing.
Not necessarily, no. If you read what they say in the Babylonian Talmud,
he came for them, right? That's it. That's in your belief. He came for.
But that's not. But that's not what it says in the Talmud. You can read it. It's still available. You can go to Sanhedrin, chapter 43, section A. It just says that Jesus of Nazareth was misleading people, and he was eventually put to death. And they don't brag about they're the ones that put him to death. I don't even know if they name who puts him to death.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying, but okay, I'm kind of referencing it with the Quran because it says they boasted and laughed at, oh,
Yeah,
we
but the
killed,
Quran's inaccurate historically. The Quran's inaccurate
But how is
historically.
You say that, but like that doesn't mean you're right. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you're proving my point. Sanhedrin, which is not a Christian source, would disagree with you too. Like, they didn't boast about it.
They didn't boast about killing Jesus?
No.
No.
In fact, the temple leaders, they would they kept it, try to keep it more hush than anything, because they knew that Jesus had a following, and the temple leaders didn't want a revolt to happen, especially not on Holy Week, like Passover weekend. Like, they did not want a revolt, because what was going to happen was the Romans and the Jews at the time had an agreement. They can practice their religion. They don't have to worship all these other pagan gods. They can keep their temple. They can keep their practices. All Rome wanted to do was just to tax the hell out of them. They just wanted to pull their money. That's all they cared about. And their agreement is, as long as you guys stay civil and don't fight back and don't cause any problems and pay our money, we'll let you do whatever it is you want to do. And then the Jews were happy because, okay, we don't have our land, but at least we can worship one God, and we can sacrifice to the one God and not worship these polytheistic gods, right? And that was the agreement. If the temple leaders, they try to keep it hush, that they're the ones that actually led him to get unalive, which is why they passed him off to Pontius Pilate. And if they knew that if the Jews, certain people knew that they were the ones behind it all, it would cause civil unrest, which would then lead Rome to come in and actually like start killing everybody and making them worship other gods. They didn't want that. So why would they boast about it? They wouldn't do that.
Because he came for them, right? Don't you believe that? Wait, who did Jesus come for, according to you?
First the Jews and then the Gentiles. That's how it was
So
prophesied.
So he came for the Jews, and
then the Gentiles.
He claimed to be their Messiah, their Savior, but they rejected him.
Which was all in the prophecies. Yes.
Okay.
It was also prophesied that he would be rejected, but it was also prophesied that he would come for the house of Israel first, house of Jacob, and then for the Gentiles. That was prophesied like 700 years prior to him being born.
700. Wait. Where'd you get that from? It was prophesied 700 years before Jesus even came that he was going to come and be a sacrifice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And what's the source of that?
The scroll of Isaiah.
What does it say?
Well, in chapter 49, it says that he would gather the lost sheep of Israel, and then he will be a salvation to the rest of the world, the rest of the nations. Salvation in Hebrew is Yeshua, which literally his name.
Wait,
and
so
then
the scripture came before Jesus? So you're saying from the Torah? Okay.
The Tanakh.
Is it from the Torah? Is that what you're citing?
No, the Tanakh. But it is
Tanakh, okay.
Yeah, the Torah. The Tanakh is the Torah is in the Tanakh.
Yes.
But yeah, it was written in Isaiah. Then that's Isaiah 49. Then Isaiah 52, it describes the same servant that does this as being highly exalted in a verb that's only used for God. So it describes him equal to God. And then the very next chapter in Isaiah 53, he becomes a sacrifice for the iniquities of all. And it says that he will be rejected by his people. It was written like 700 years before Jesus was born.
Okay. Interesting. Do you still have time for me? I just want to ask one more question.
Sure.
Just give me your top 3 worst things about Islam. I just want to hear what you think.
Oh, definitely Muhammad penetrating a 9-year-old. That's definitely bad. It's really bad. Number 2, when people apostate, if you guys practice your Sharia laws, they will definitely get unalived. And number 3, women are, according to your religion, deficient of the mind or half a brain. That's according to your prophet, if you're a Sunni. And on top of that, the men, as long as they feel like their wife is being disobedient, eventually will have the ability and the freedom to hit her. So yeah, those are the top 3 things for sure.
But doesn't the Bible have things about women as well, about shaving their head and not speaking aloud in the church?
There's cultural context. There's cultural context to all of it. And when he says women not speaking in church, that letter is a pastoral epistle. He's writing to a bishop of an area and he's giving them instructions on how to conduct church. So yes, women are not supposed to be teaching in the sanctuary. That's for the bishops and the priests and the deacons. I'm sorry, not the deacons, the bishops and the priests. So the bishops and the priests, who are men and only men, those are the ones that are teaching. However, outside of the church service, like if they come together as Christians, women are fully capable of teaching, preaching the gospel, and doing a lot of things. There were deaconesses, there were women at that time that were deacons. In fact, Paul, who wrote that a lot of people take out of context, he wrote the letter to the Romans, and the one that was delivering this letter, I believe, was Phoebe, which was a female. Now, back in those days, most people were illiterate. So when they wrote a letter to a group, whoever delivers the letter has to actually preach the letter, has to speak it out to the congregation. And that person needs to know exactly what Paul means and how to interpret every little thing as if she is Paul herself. So when the letter to the Romans was read out, it was read and taught out by Phoebe, a female. So it's just a complete misunderstanding of what we believe as far as women. Hello, my fiance. Sorry, I didn't see you.
What about Fatima, who was Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his wife, who started the universities, which allowed teaching?
I thought Fatima was his daughter. Fatima was his daughter.
She was what?
Wasn't Fatima his daughter? Fatima's the one that married Ali, right?
Okay, when we go down to the specifics, I'm not too informed, but
yeah, I think. No, I got you. I think you confused me. I'm almost positive Fatima was his daughter.
Chat, let us know.
Yeah, am I right or wrong on that? I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's his wife. She was like the richest lady at the time, and he married her.
No, Fatima's his daughter. You're thinking about Khadijah.
Khadijah, yes. You're right. Her, yes. She's founded universities, and like you would say, oh, we're oppressive to women, but like, what was that? The Prophet's
so what, bro?
wife right there. So
what?
What do you mean, so what? So you have discrepancies against the Quran, and Muslims are attacking women, and they don't get to
bro, it's so funny, man. Like, there was a guy in New Jersey, right? They used to call him the Iceman. He was actually from like Jersey City area. He was a hitman hired by the mafia. He a Polish guy, right? Dude was one of the most ruthless serial killers of all time. Like, there's documentaries, you can find them on Netflix and stuff like that. They call him the Iceman, right? Even like someone like John Gotti was scared of him, right? But the funny thing is, bro, like, that was just his profession, and he always got his job done, and the amount of bodies that he had was unbelievable. So they do psychological studies on this guy because he was a classic case of a psychopath, right? As far as like his brain, like, had no empathy. But anyways, if you study his life outside of his profession, dude had was in the suburbs of Jersey, had a full family, kids, went to church, gave to charity, did all these things. Like, you would see his, like, they just thought like, oh, he had a night shift job and that was it, and he just brought in a lot of money. Like, nobody thought of anything about him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, like, just because he was doing good things doesn't dismiss all the other things he was doing, is my point.
Right, but you're making it seem like, it's women are in shackles and they can't do this.
I didn't say that. But is it true that if you feel disobedience of your wife, you're allowed to hit her at some point?
Yes, but not like attack.
Yeah, you don't have to bruise her. I get it. It says
Yeah,
in there
there's
you
no
can't do a
bruising,
severe
no
beating.
scratching, none of that.
Like you can't like injure her, right? I guess is what it says. No severe beating.
Yeah, yeah.
But you are allowed to hit her. You are allowed to hit
Sure.
her. Yeah.
Okay. Like, if you're a man in the relationship, I think you should enforce it in the house and in
Okay.
every
I
aspect.
mean,
You
well,
know what I'm
that's the thing. I don't think I don't think there's ever a situation where you should put your hands on a woman. That's just my personal belief. You asked me what I think is bad,
mentally, yes, but with disobedience in certain
brother. You understand? You understand
that
that even in the surah, right? That says, I mean, even in the ayah that says that, right? It says
Sure.
if a man senses disobedience, that means he doesn't even need to have evidence. So she could be perfectly innocent, but if he feels like she's being disobedient, he can get to that level. You don't think
Okay,
you
I'm
don't
not
think you don't think that's
sure
open
how
for
legitimate.
abuse? It's chapter 4, verse 34. You don't the man doesn't even need evidence. He just needs to sense disobedience. He could be wrong. She could be perfectly obedient, but he senses it and she'll get hit.
Is that the direct translation? What are you reading from?
Yes, it
I'm not
is.
sure.
Chapter 4, verse 34.
See, I would look it on my phone, but I'm gonna be muted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
can look at it real quick though if you want. You read Arabic?
no.
Okay. Well, here, Quran.com does give an interlinear.
Okay, read it for me directly.
Men are the caretaker. Oh, I don't read Arabic, so but you don't either. So men are the caretakers of women, as men have been provisioned by Allah over women and tasked with supporting them financially. And righteous women are devoutly obedient and, when alone, protective of what Allah has entrusted them with. And if you sense ill conduct from your women, advise them first. If they persist, do not share their beds. But if they still persist, then discipline them gently, which is not what it says in Arabic. But if they change their ways, do not be unjust to
But
them.
you don't read Arabic. But you don't read Arabic, so how you
I
gonna
don't.
say
I don't
it
need
doesn't
to
say that?
because I don't need to. Do you want to? Do you want to see the Arabic? It even
No,
says it,
I'm saying.
bro. You even agreed with me that it's hitting, right? Look at the Arabic, bro. It says right there, and finally strike them. That's what it says. You see it?
Yeah, I do see it.
And then it says in the English, discipline them gently. If anything, I should be laughing at you. You guys should never talk about corruption in my Bible when it shows this in the English and it actually means strike them. And if you want to go to the tafsir says beat them. So yeah, the one I should be laughing is me, not the other way around. I'm granting it to you. But nonetheless, it says if you sense ill conduct of your women. That doesn't mean she has to have proof or anything like that.
Well, it says first. It says what? Tell them gently. Or what does it say?
It says first. That's not even there in the Arabic either. When it has the brackets, it's not in the Arabic. But it says advise them first. If they persist, do not share their beds. So talk to them first. Then don't share their beds with them. And then if they still persist, beat them.
It says beat them.
Yeah, I have a Quran. I don't have it with me, but I have a Quran at home that literally translates into English, beat them. Yes. The Arabic says beat them. Quran.com tries to lighten it and says strike them on the interlinear, but the tafsir, Ibn Kathir, says beat them. That's what it says. Just don't beat them severely. That's the only thing. You could beat them, but don't beat them severely.
Okay. Okay, what about... are you still granting me, or...
Sure. What? What else you got?
When you were saying about the Prophet marrying Aisha, let's say, wasn't Mary 12 when God gave his little spirit in her or whatever and birthed her, had his son through her?
Was she a virgin?
Or, yeah, sure.
So what's your point? We're talking about sexual when we're talking about Muhammad and Aisha, we're talking about sexual intercourse of a 53-year-old man with a 9-year-old. What sexual intercourse was a virgin having?
Say that last part. What is sexual?
What kind of sexual intercourse is a virgin having?
Well, unconsensual. If he's just
Dude,
giving it to her,
what does
what is
virgin?
that?
What does virgin mean? And do you believe? Do you? Well, maybe you do from your surahs. You actually believe like God had sex with her?
No.
Okay, so what are you talking about then?
Well, I'm saying she's 12 according to y'all, right?
Okay, and what's the next point?
Oh. So
I don't know if she was 12, but I'll grant it to you. But what's your point?
God can impregnate a 12-year-old child unconsensually, but you have an issue with Muhammad doing it.
First of all, where do we get that it's she had no consent? Where'd you get that from? Because that's not even true for the Christians or the Muslims. Is that true for the Muslims that she had no consent?
No.
Okay, it's not true for the Christians either. So you're way out of pocket right now, even for Muslims, for you to say something like that. So that's number one.
Out of pocket for Muslims, bro?
So you're saying you said without consent, brother.
According to y'all, she's 12. I'm talking about the age. I'm specifically talking about.
Okay,
the age.
you're talking about the age. Did she have sex?
No.
Okay, so we're talking about Aisha, who's 9, and Muhammad, who's 53, where he got aroused by a 9-year-old and stuck it inside her. That's what we're talking about. What is that? How is that analogous to Mary, who didn't have sex?
We'll talk about the age.
Oh, the age. Yeah, let's talk about the age. Let's talk about the age, okay? You understand that especially for a virgin 9-year-old, in order for him to get it in there, he needs to be erected. So was he aroused by her when he got in there?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. You don't. So you think he was able to get it in there if he wasn't aroused?
I have no thoughts about.
Yeah. You jumped in this. You jumped in this mess. So you got to think about that for a second. A 53-year-old man got inside a 9-year-old girl who's a virgin. So that means it's never been penetrated before. That means it takes some effort. If it's not aroused or erected, then you can't do it.
Okay,
and in
so
order
what
for a
was the
man,
age of
in order for a man
1400
that
years
didn't
ago?
have Viagra pills back then. In order for a man to do that, there needs to be some sort of attraction. You think it's funny, but it's not. I don't think it's funny at all. It's crazy that you even think this is funny.
No, I'm just asking. What was the age?
Do you think that's funny? Do you have children?
No.
Okay. Do you have a little sister? Do you have a little cousin, a niece?
No.
Nothing. Can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine having a daughter?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Can you imagine your daughter at 9 years old who's still playing with dolls in bed with a 53-year-old? Is that something you think is funny?
No, definitely not. And
Then why is this funny to you? Why is this funny? Why is this funny to you?
What was the age of consent 1400 years ago?
Why is this funny? I'm addressing why you were laughing. Why is that funny that he was aroused by her?
No, because you're making it so horrible. Like,
What do you mean? What am I saying? Is anything I'm saying not true? In order for him to do this, is anything I'm saying not true?
You're upset he's aroused and he was arrested.
Is that not true? Is that not true? Is that not true? Is that not true?
Why are you thinking about?
Is that not true, Adam? Is that not true? Is that not true? Is that not true? Is it not true?
Not true.
What is anything I said? Is there anything I said that's not true?
I mean, yeah, I'll say yes.
Exactly, it's true. So everything I said is true. So and you think that's funny? And you think it's funny?
I said not true. I said yes. It's not true.
Not true. Okay, so it's not true. It's not true that in order for a man, in order to be enter and penetrate, he needs to be erected. And how a man gets erected is through attraction.
Bro, you're worried about erection and all of this freaky shit. I'm not worried about that.
I know you're not worried about it. That's the prop. The fact that you're not worried about it is a problem. You're following a prophet who was attracted to 9-year-olds.
Rebecca was 3.
Yeah, exactly. Go to robot mode. Rebecca was 3. Get the hell out of here, dude. Disgusting, bro. Absolutely disgusting. Hello, fiance.
Hi, fiance.
Sorry for getting graphic, guys, but sometimes, like with these people, like you got to smack them over the head. Yeah, he definitely glitched, Frankie. He went right back to being a bot.
I was here for a while, by the way.
I'm sorry, my love. But the way my phone is where I'm at, it's like I can't, like I literally have to like, it's not as close as at home where I can kind of see the chat, both. I can't see it that much.
Hello?
What's up, man?
Yeah, just kind of having doubts, bro.
Yeah, I saw you requesting. I wanted you to see all those conversations first. So, but what's your question?
To be honest, I don't really know, bro. I'm just, in general, I know about Christianity. You know, it's like Islam is just, I don't know really how to explain it, bro. I'm just having doubts, bro. I think
Islam
I need
is
some
just
help.
what you're swaying towards Islam.
Yeah, bro.
After that last conversation, you feel convinced of Islam?
No, not really.
Okay. So what is it about Islam? I mean, that in itself should already make you want to walk away from that. So like, what is it? Like, what is your belief of Christianity? I don't even know anything about you. Like, what's your background?
Well, I was recently Catholic, but then I converted to Greek Orthodox, so I'm slowly learning about it. I wasn't really serious about Christianity, so I don't know too much, but I study like contradictions, what Muslim says, like what the Muslims say, like the contradictions.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me closer to Christianity a bit, but like every time I argue with my friends, I think they're being ignorant or they just keep on refuting me. It goes either way.
Let me ask you something. How long have you been Greek Orthodox?
Just like 2 weeks.
Okay. Are you a catechumen?
I don't even know what a catechumen is, man.
Yeah, bro. You need to stop debating because you don't know what you're talking about, right? And I don't mean that in a mean way. You just have no clue.
Yeah.
So imagine me going to try to debate a scientist on science, and I have me personally, I have no clue of anything about science. Just because I'm losing these arguments doesn't mean that I'm I don't know what the truth is or anything. It just means I just don't have information enough to fight it. They could be completely lying and still winning these debates. I just don't have enough information to fight back. You see what I mean? So you need to stop debating because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything. You said 2 weeks ago you became Greek Orthodox. You don't become Greek Orthodox until you become a catechumen. So 2 weeks ago just means you started attending a Greek Orthodox parish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Have you talked to your priest yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. So get off TikTok, or if you're gonna stay on it, don't watch debates. Go talk to your priest. Go become a catechumen. Ask him, how do I become a catechumen? He's going to, especially around this time of year, because we're about to reset the new calendar year for the church. There's going to be a catechumen class coming up very soon. If it hasn't started already, join that class. Learn about the history of Christianity. Ask your priest a lot of questions. Equip yourself with information, and then you'll be able to understand where you're at, whether you still have doubts or not. Okay. And I have a Bible study. I have a Bible study on my Discord Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually I forgot it was Labor Day weekend, so I don't know if I'm gonna have it this week because I told them all holidays I'm gonna be off, so I won't have it this week, but I'll probably have it next week. Well, I will have it the following week. So just make sure just join Discord. Hit the link in my bio. If the link doesn't work, add me as a friend on Discord. Do you already have Discord?
Yeah, okay. I got it.
Add me as a friend. Bear the image just like it is here. Send me a friend request. I'll send you the server invite, and then just join the Bible study. Just come and learn. We're going through the Gospel of Matthew. I'm Greek Orthodox myself, so I will be in line with whatever your parish is teaching you. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
God bless, bro. Take it easy. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit my love a follow on the panel. Hit her a follow on TikTok. Also hit her a sub on the YouTube. as well. Her link is in the video description on my YouTube, also in my bio. And then obviously on TikTok, there's a little plus sign next to her. Just hit a little plus sign. That way you can hit her a follow. What's up, bro? What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
I know I'm younger, but I know a lot. Okay, brother. So I just wanted to say how you were talking about how Muhammad married a 9-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look back.
Thank you, my love. I was gonna let him say something.
No, we're not about to let a child speak on the one topic that is the reason why they can't be up here. It's the reason.
You're so right.
Go ahead.
You're so right.
A grown man getting erected. This is why children can't be on TikTok.
That's true. You're right. You're right. I was just like, I just can't believe that little kid. He came up. He sounded so nice.
He sounded so nice, and then he wants to talk about sexual intercourse.
Yeah, we can't talk about you with that topic, brother. You're too young. You're probably 9 years old yourself, bro.
Go ask your dad what Muhammad did.
Yeah, he'll probably lie. No offense. Yeah, if the Discord's not working, London, that's TikTok. Some TikTok messes up the link. So just add me as a friend, bear the image, or copy the link and put it in your browser. It'll work that way. But just go look for me, bear the image, all one word. Send a friend request. I'll accept it, and I'll send you an invite. Yeah, that is the same kid that talked to Logic yesterday, I think. I saw him talking to him, I think.
I'm pretty sure Logic wasn't talking about erections.
Yeah, no, you're right, my love. I'm not disagreeing with you. I definitely wasn't going to talk about that topic with the little key. Go clean your room. Stop talking about that. She wasn't 9, faceless mafia. Mr. All religions are true is going to say she wasn't 9, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. Why are you still here, bro? Zach, you're right. I am scared, brother. I'm scared. I'm running. I'm running like Omar did with Abu Lulu. Abu Lulu made Omar run.
Yeah, we're scared because we actually respect children, unlike Islam.
I just want to see if there's any Shias in here, because if there's any Shias in here, they would be they hear me shout out Abu Lulu like that, they'll be going crazy. They were in Saudi Arabia, not America. Oh my God, Zach. Zach, you need to. Hey, bro, you need to experience life a little bit more, okay? Just put it that way. All right, bet. Thank you, London. I think I just got the notification that you joined it. So go to the events tab and you'll see the Bible study. Just press interested. Last Monday I didn't even know Labor Day was coming up, so I didn't tell anybody. But we're not gonna have it this week because it's a holiday and everybody's usually busy. So we'll have it the following week. Salam alaikum. South. Salam alaikum. Guys, don't forget to hit peace a follow, please. If you support me, obviously you have to support my fiance. We are engaged, soon to be married. So definitely hit her a follow. Content coming up very soon. She's actually in less than a week. We will be together here in Florida, doing stuff together. So be on the lookout for that. New content. Also the Instagram _bear the image. We're gonna launch some new type of content on the Instagram. Was once a private Instagram. Now it's gonna be public. Help me get to 1,000 followers, by the way, guys. Like I never use my Instagram for any of it other than just like watching like funny videos. So hit the follow. We'll be doing announcements there. We're going to be doing different types of content. And when we launch very soon on this new type of content, we are definitely, it's going to build up to a different, like, it's going to build up to a type of content you definitely want to see. Okay. Not right away, but we're going to build up to it. So definitely hit us a follow on Instagram and check us out. So you saw what Why Not said, Peace? He's going to come next week too when you're in town. What's up? What is it? Yes, it's Rose. Yes. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
Alright. See, this is why you gotta have more than one account. You niggas is whack, bro.
Oh, we whack, bro. We whack, bro. Hey, you know what? More than one account doesn't stop you from getting blocked, right? Now you gotta go get more than 2 accounts, and then more than 3, then more than 4. You know, that's how that works until you get tired of it. Dude was sitting bragging about having a second account, like, "Ooh, you got me," and you're still blocked, bro. We'll keep blocking you until you give up. London, you become a catechumen, not a catacomb, catechumen, by talking to your priest. Talk to your priest. Every parish has a different process as to how you become a catechumen. So talk to your priest this Sunday. After service, when they hand out the Antiquidon, just tell your priest, hey, I need to talk to you. I want to become a catechumen. And he'll talk to you. So you can't get the mic? No, Faceless Mafia. This is like, people come up and they got one try at the bear a day. Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get a second try, never a third try. You unfortunately are not one of the lucky ones to get a second try. You can try again tomorrow though. All the attempts reset. Well, actually I don't go on Sundays. So Monday, you can try again Monday. All your attempts will reset every 24 hours. Except for Sundays. We're off on Sundays. So you can try your luck again on Monday, gang. Oh my gosh. How long do I have to be one and what age do I got to be for it cuz I'm kind of young? Yeah, so London, you could be at any age to be a catechumen.
At least a year.
Yeah, you can be at any age to be a catechumen. Your priest will talk to you about how he'll go about it if your parents are okay with it or not, if you're underage, okay? More than likely, he's going to ask a consent from your parents, but it just depends. Just talk to him. The other thing is, like P said, it's usually about a year for you to go through a catechumen, the catechumenate, where you're studying to become a Christian. It's literally what a catechumen does. They help you study to become a Christian. Oh, I just noticed you are in a different room, no icons. Yes, I am not home right now. I'm out. I'm not in my regular location. So, I'll be back on Monday. Back on Monday. Thoughts on Israel? No thoughts. No thoughts on Israel. Read the Quran and tell me. I already read it. I'm telling you, it's not from God, little one. Little guy. It's not from God. Where the ops at? Oh, by the way, YouTube memberships, guys. I forgot to mention this. YouTube memberships. And oh my gosh, Peace, if you could remind me, please, my love, today. We gotta make the emotes for the YouTube members, but no new emotes yet. We're gonna get it done. However, members, you guys have had early access to videos. One video just dropped right now. Okay. But if you were a member, you were able to see it. There was 2 more New York videos that we dropped last night only for the members. All right. So the first one just became public for everyone else right now at 11 a.m. So go check that out on YouTube. 13 subs to 300. Guys, sub to Peace, please. I know there's 13 people in here out of 70 that have not subbed to her YouTube. Mods, can you put her link in the chat, even though it's in the video description? Sometimes even that little easiness of putting it in the chat will make it easier for her. But anyways, new video just dropped right now from New York in the Street Apologetics when I was with Logic. So new video just dropped. Go check that out. Also, mods, put a link to that video also so everybody on YouTube can go watch the video, like it, and watch the whole thing, okay? Even if you have to walk away, keep the video playing. It helps the algorithm, okay? So get the watch time up. Make sure you hit a like. Make sure you comment. Okay? And then if you're a member, you'll see that there's another video that you have access to right now. And that video won't be accessible for the public until tomorrow. Okay? So you guys got early access as promised as a YouTube member. Thank you guys so much for becoming YouTube members and helping support the mission for Peace and I to start doing this on a full-time basis so that we can help spread more awareness of the gospel and everything. So anyways, 8 more, guys. 5 people sub. We need 8 more for the 300 for Peace on YouTube. And her YouTube content is coming very, very soon, by the way. You guys are going to be very, very pleased on the YouTube content she is going to do. It's going to be, obviously, we're still going to have our debates and stuff like that, but there's going to be something different also that's going to help you guys as far as getting to know Christ and who and what he was all about. You know, so anyways, guys, definitely support her YouTube, even though there's no content yet. It's coming very soon. And if you want the content to come sooner, we need to get married sooner. So if you want to help support that, there is a GoFundMe on the TikTok and the YouTube right now that if you feel led, if you don't feel led, this is not for you. This is only for the people that feel led, that are always looking to give for a good cause and have the means of doing it, okay? And they're comfortable doing it. They plan on doing it. And they're always looking for a good cause. If that's you, then this is for you. The GoFundMe is there to help support us. We're trying to get to a certain goal so that we can get married sooner rather than later. And when we do get married, we want to be set up in a way where we can make content in a bunch of different ways so that we can help fulfill our calling and what God's called us to do. If you don't feel led to do it, no worries at all. Peace and I, we are so blessed so far what God has provided for us, and we will know that he will continue to provide for us, and everything is going to happen in his timing. So we're perfectly okay. And if you want to give and you can't, don't worry about it. Just as equally as good is your prayers and just supporting us in our content, watching the videos, liking the videos, those type of things, okay? So thank you guys so much for all the support, no matter what you do, whether it's just being here every day, watching my lives, liking my lives, whether it's whether you do feel led to give or just watching all my videos or just getting the comments, being a moderator, anything that you do to help contribute, you guys are all equally contributing to the greater cause, and we appreciate every single one of you guys more than you know, all right? And hopefully, as we grow this channel, we'll be able to do more meetups. We'll be able to see you guys in different places, different cities. Peace and I had an amazing time. Obviously, we got engaged. Obviously, it was an amazing time because of that. But also, like the people, like some of you guys walking up to us, to getting to meet you guys face to face, taking pictures with you, getting to know you. It was really, really like a fulfilling experience to get to know you guys. Like seriously, to know that my dumb little videos of me sometimes trolling a Muslim, you know, and the debates that I'm having and stuff like that is actually making an impact in people's lives. So I'm honored. I never thought I would be doing something like this in my life. It's not something I ever planned on doing. It just happened. It was just God's calling. So I appreciate you, because those moments that Peace and I had in New York is really what motivated us to keep going and really do something big. So thank you guys so much for all of that.
You need to make the GoFundMe link clickable.
It's not clickable? Shoot. Okay, I'll make it clickable. I don't know how then, if it's not.
Well, somewhere, because none of your links, like the TikTok link.
I'll figure it out. It's something in the description that I gotta do something extra. I just don't know what to do. Actually, here, let me try something. See if this works. Is this my price is Lord? See if this works. If I put http:// did I make it clickable? All right, let me know if this works. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Bodhi Surratt, thank you so much for the super chat. You and Peace need a QR code for a gift registry and an address to send them. Yes, That's actually, I didn't think about that. That's a good idea. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Bodhi. We'll definitely, Peace and I will definitely talk about that. But thank you for the suggestion because I didn't even think about it. Let me know if that link is clickable now, my love. If you can see it, if it worked. I don't know if that worked or not. And when the guy's waiting in the box, I'll let you up in a second. I just want to check this real quick. Thank you guys again. Also, hey, viral video yesterday, W Kidios. We got a viral video going on TikTok right now. So appreciate all the love you guys are showing there. Yes, London. If you know somebody that was in the monastic life, that's a good person to talk to. Very good person to talk to.
And I must say,
Mhm.
the one that went viral didn't have a split screen. It only had your face.
Hey, that's a good point. Thank you, my love. I didn't think about
I've
that.
been telling him that his face ones get more traction.
Well, I'll tell Kidios that for next week. What's up,
Yo,
Osmosis?
do you think the destruction of the Amaleks was literal, the order in 1 Samuel 15:3?
Are you a Christian or atheist?
I'm an atheist.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why would it matter?
Well, kind of turns people off.
I mean, that's just their opinion. A lot of other things can turn people off too. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong.
Sure, but none of them get quite as bad as this.
Nah, there's some stuff that's pretty bad.
Well, not that God ordered directly.
Okay, so what's your problem with it? Let's start there. Like, what's the issue with it?
Well, if it's not metaphorical, if it's not hyperbolic, then it literally happened. Do you think it's hyperbolic?
Well, if you read the rest of the story, Saul didn't do it. But if it was a literal
Right, and they were
command,
punished for that.
if it was a literal command, what argument do you have that it's right or wrong?
I'll answer that, but I was asking if you think it's literal or not.
I don't know. Let's just go with literal. It was literal. Now, what's your argument against it? Other than I feel like I don't like it. Other than that, like something
Yeah,
objective.
it's just my own faith tells me that.
How do you know your faith? How do you know your faith is correct here? Like, how do you justify that?
Well, I don't. It's faith. It's an axiom.
It's not that faith. Has your faith ever been wrong?
Well, my faith is value judgment, so there's no.
Has it
this
ever
is
been
wrong? How could that be proven wrong?
Has it ever been wrong? Like, have you been wrong about something? Have you had a feeling about something and you're wrong?
Not that I have had faith in. How can a value judgment be proven wrong?
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, you can have a value judgment on something, and then you were deceived. It wasn't what you thought it was, right? Does that never happen to you? Are you
of that? 'Cause if I say harming innocent
for
people is
example,
wrong,
I'll give you an
prove it
example.
or disprove it.
I'll give you an example. Like, you thought you were doing something good for someone, but then they scammed you out of your money, right? Have you been wrong before?
Well, sure, but I didn't have faith in that. Yes, I've been wrong before, but I didn't have faith.
All right. So
in it.
you've
It
had
wasn't a value
so
judgment.
that was my
like,
point.
This is right or wrong.
My point is, you've been wrong before, so you're fallible. So it's not an axiom.
And yes, it is faith. Because if you're giving somebody else your money, you had faith to give them your money, whatever the cause was.
Well, what's the difference between faith and trust?
Actually, there's not that much of a difference.
There isn't.
Well, then what? Okay, well then, wait, what's your definition of faith?
Trust. We'll just use that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then what? That just walks the problem back one step. What's the definition of trust?
Osmosis, you still haven't justified. Like,
And don't say faith.
here's the thing, Osmosis. Like, I'm
That's what we're
waiting for you.
getting into right now.
Hello,
You can't just be
hello,
self-referential in the conversation.
hello. I'm still waiting on, like, how you justify whether this is right or wrong according to your worldview. That's all.
I answered that, and then you had some questions
No,
for me.
you're switching the question because you're not answering the question.
So can you repeat? And you know what, Osmosis, here. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say I wasn't paying attention. and I apologize. Now, can you repeat back what the answer is? How do you justify what's right or wrong?
My faith.
Okay. And that's not justifying it because your faith is subjective.
Yeah, that's not justifying it. That's just saying, well, whatever I think is right or wrong is how I justify it.
I could do the same answer, Osmosis.
So how is it not an axiom?
Well, Osmosis, if that's the proper justification, then I can do the same thing. I say, well, my faith says that it's right. How do you argue against that now?
Right, and I understand that, and I'm not making, that's not my argument. I just asked you if it was literal.
Well, I asked for an argument. I said, what's the argument? How do you justify that? And
Yeah,
you
he
said,
what if it's literal?
I didn't hear you say what's the argument for it. I heard you say how do you justify it.
I
All
did say
could
what's the
possibly
argument,
have is
but
faith.
I repeated it multiple times. Maybe you weren't paying attention at this point. But how do you justify
Maybe
and
that's
what's
true.
the argument
I
is the
apologize
same?
if that's the case, but I don't have anywhere to go.
I have to mute you because I know you have trouble listening. So I want to make sure you listen. Okay? So I just want to know, what is the actual justification? According to your worldview, this is right or wrong. If you say it's my faith, that's subjective. That's not a justification. That's just your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion, but I'm looking for a justification. So something objective, not subjective. Can you please answer that? And if you don't have anything objective, then I think the conversation might be over. You're muted, bro.
My claim would be that faith is all anyone has to make those claims. If you don't think faith is objective, then why can you base all of this? You base your religion on it.
Yeah, we have good reasons to base our religion on it. But if you are going to make an argument,
But it comes down to faith. If nothing else, faith in your.
If you're going to make an argument from your opinion, then you don't have an argument. It's a fallacy. It's literally fallacious, illogical to make an argument from something subjective. So either you have something, either have something that's objective or not. So you or not.
So you don't think you need faith to make claims about the nature of God?
So you don't have anything objective?
I'm sorry?
So is that why you're changing the topic? Because you don't have anything objective?
I am not even sure what I said while I was muted, but I said a couple things.
Do you have anything objective? This is your last chance. Do you have anything objective to stand on, whether this is right or wrong?
I don't even know what you're looking.
It's just a yes or no. It's just yes or no. Your faith is not objective. It's subjective.
Then is your faith objective?
Brother, are you going to answer the question or not?
I already have several times.
No, you haven't. You just keep saying your faith. So you don't. So the answer is no. So here, true or false? True or false? Okay, prove that your faith is objective. Go ahead. Prove that.
My faith tells me that my faith is objective.
Yeah.
Is that not the case for you?
Circular reasoning. It's fallacious. Go look it up. As atheists try to say we're the dumb ones that make no sense, but in order for him to hold his argument, he went 2 fallacies in a row. Congratulations.
Imagine an atheist saying he has faith.
It's crazy. You're welcome, London. I'm glad I was able to help, brother. Let's stay in touch and make sure. I know you're in the Discord, but let's stay in touch and definitely join the Bible studies. What's up? What's up, bro? Christ Logic, you are on the stage. Barely.
Hello?
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 Barely. All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
I'll jump back.
I can't deal with that. Sorry. I can't. London, you're welcome, bro. Just I know you joined the Discord. Make sure you join the Bible study. Stay in touch. Let's keep talking. All right. Guys, 5, how many more subs away, my love?
5.
5 more subs. for Peace to hit 300 subs on the YouTube. So do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, 77 people in here. I know there's 5 of you that haven't subbed to her YouTube. Mods, put her YouTube link in the chat if you don't mind. Also on TikTok, I know you have YouTube, like go on YouTube and sub. Her link is in my bio. Just go to my YouTube and click the link, you know? So definitely go ahead and do that if you guys don't mind. 5 more subs is nothing. Nothing. Thank you, Alyssa, for putting her link. Appreciate you. You're sick of the same Muslim arguments. Yeah, there's not going to be any really new ones, guys. You know, we're going to deal with the same thing, just different people. Thank you, Sister Earth. Sister Earth says, happy to support Sister Peace. So you should be getting another sub if she's not subbed already. Papa Blanco. Thank you, brother. One of my Catholic friends just subbed. You need 4 more to go, according to Papa Blanco. 4 more.
Oh, thanks.
Papa Blanco been supporting for a long time. Somebody else just subscribed. J Rowe from TikTok just subscribed to you on the YouTube. Yeah, Born Anxiety, you've been subbed to her for a while, bro. I think you subbed like multiple times.
TikTok. Thank you, guys. And the YouTube.
And the YouTube. And the
TikTok
The TikTok and the YouTube. The TikTok and the YouTube. The YouTube. But yeah, guys. I don't know. I think I might call it a day. I want to squabble a little more, but we don't got no. Oh, as soon as I said it, somebody. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a troll, guys. So this might not be anything.
It's the same dude.
Same guy.
I just watched you deflect while accusing others of deflecting. You didn't even answer whether or not you think that verse was literal or not. You just started talking about something else because you didn't feel
What's the argument? Do you think it's literal?
So there's no answer coming?
I said it earlier. I said we'll just say it's literal.
You said let's say it's literal. That's not an answer.
Yeah, it is an answer.
Yeah.
It is an answer. So do you have
No,
do you
let's
is
say- no,
hey
that's
do you
not
have
so-
hey
when you started
can you
He
justify
literally said, I don't know. Let's say it's literal. He literally said, I don't know. Let's say it is. Now what's the problem? And he had no argument because he's an atheist talking about the Bible.
Hey Jameson, let's do a challenge, okay? Can you give a justification for your faith without using a logical fallacy? Can we do that? Chat, you want to put some bets up? See that he can't do it? All right, justify the faith without a fallacy. Let's go.
If you say I don't know, that doesn't count. You can't say that. It's your ideology.
Where's the argument for that? Do you have to know every single detail about a religion to actually have faith in the theology of that religion?
Oh, the atheist is pouting.
You're a heretic. You don't even understand your
What's
own
a heretic?
Yes, you disagree about the religion compared to someone else who actually understands
Nobody
it.
disagreed.
What's the argument of somebody understands? Like, how do you know who
Nobody
understands?
disagrees that you can't be. How can you have an ideology with?
How do you know who understands the religion or who doesn't?
But you see how he's just saying.
When someone says I don't know in response to a very basic question, that's one way.
What are you talking about? If something is literal or not literal in a text, that doesn't necessarily mean whether you believe it's literal or not. It changes your theology. It doesn't.
Can you rephrase that? Because wow, that was just cumbersome.
Hey, Jameson, you understand that nothing that you said here today, right? This is what you think. In your mind, you think you're coming up here, you're like, I'm gonna get my get backs, right? And you think you're actually accomplishing it. But really what this looks like is that you were caught on not being able to actually present an argument and embarrassed in front of everybody, and that's the reason why you had to get a get back. That's the reason. So, bro, like, just save the embarrassment, bro. Just go away. Just go do what you were doing. What you're doing. Go about your day. That way we can all forget about you, because we will.
Why are you letting this guy who literally disrespected
Who, this guy?
our most holy Theotokos?
I don't know who this is.
Well, you disrespected me also. What the heck?
Get
I said
your
that.
ass out of here. Nobody disrespected you. He literally said Geno Jennings is
It's that
more
guy.
holy
Yeah.
than the Theotokos. And
No,
above
I
her.
didn't know it was him. Shoot. Get the hell out of here, gang.
You disrespected, bro. I don't even talk to you, bro. I let you get one question at most when I talk to you, and we don't even talk to you anymore because you are a Geno Jennings robot. You are solidified bot brain.
Bot brain. Yeah. All right, guys. I think it's about that time. About that time. Follow Peace. Because we're going to go all follow her over there.
You see him? You see him manifesting about Mary?
Yeah, here. I see it. Oh, wait. I don't see him anymore. Where'd he go? There must have been 1,000 comments that just hit in a second. Because I don't see him anymore. Oh, look at it. The atheist is back. I think this is him. Well, watch this. Come on, hey, bro. If this is you, bro, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, bro. Like you have been, like, you literally got exposed for not being able to actually put together a logical argument, and you keep trying to come back.
Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry. Oh my God, bro. The dude tried to change his voice. just so he can make me feel like I was wrong on something. You know what I mean? Oh my God, bro. Imagine like that's the definition of a cook. Like, you got cooked so bad. Like, bro, why do you, if you feel like you won or it was neutral at the very least, you wouldn't have the feeling of like, I need to go back up there and actually like fight back again, you know? Like, I know like in basketball, like if I lost, like I'm like, all right, I'll check up again. Come on, I gotta go again. Like, I gotta get my win. Cause I knew I lost. Him coming up like this is just like, dang, bro, you letting us all know that you got cooked and you feel it inside. That's why you need to come back up. Like, bro, the hell out of here, man. The hell wrong with you, gang? Anyways, all right, guys. Every time I'm about to just end it, somebody else. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get a load of this.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
What up? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Doing good. What you believe in?
I don't really believe anything. I'm gonna be real too.
Atheist.
Not really. I don't know what I believe in.
You gotta be a troll. No. This guy's an agnostic. I'm sorry.
God,
This guy's an agnostic, and you could just tell by his bio. Like, look, bro, he got a whole like legs, trans, flag, all those.
So for reference, I'm not really agnostic, but like I believe in like I'm a corny like kind of like religious, not spiritual. No, I fuck with all religions. I just joined because I was kind of bored, but yeah, I can debate on whatever, you know.
I just don't, we don't need wastes of time. You know.
Oh man. All right, guys. I think it's about that time. I gotta call it a day. Guys, thank you guys so much for another lovely week on the Best Morning Live on the YouTube and the TikTok. Don't forget to hit my love and follow on the panel. All right. She is her lives are gonna start to get popping again because the new prompt that we have is crazy. So definitely hit her a follow, hit the plus sign next to her name. so you don't miss the live. Also, helper. Did we hit 300 subs on your YouTube or no?
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
We hit 300 subs.
We are on the road to that. Thank you, chat. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. For,
300 subs on the
yeah,
YouTube. 300 subs on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody who subbed and supported. Okay. YouTube memberships. YouTube memberships are out. New video just dropped. Members had an early sneak peek on it. You guys will always get a sneak peek on all the videos. So become a part of the YouTube membership. Emotes are going to be coming out very soon for the YouTube memberships as well. But it's a way for you guys to support us on a monthly basis. If you agree with what we are doing and want to support the cause, YouTube memberships is the way to go. Also, the content that yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, just finish me.
Also the content that Peace has dropping, which is not there yet on the YouTube, will be dropping very soon. Don't forget to follow the Instagram as well. Instagram is public now. New content is going to be building up there here very, very soon. So just follow now. It doesn't cost you guys anything. Also, the new content that we're going to be doing here very, very soon. We're engaged. We're going to get married. And when we come together and live together, we'll be able to be doing this content on a regular basis. But if you want to help us get there a little bit closer, we do have a GoFundMe only if you feel led. And this GoFundMe, we're hoping if somebody feels led and wants to bless us, or multiple people obviously want to bless us, we can get there a little quicker so that we can actually start to grow this channel to what we feel like we're called to be. Only if you feel led, okay? We don't care how much you give. We're just putting it out there to see if somebody wants to help us and bless us to get there a little bit closer. If you don't feel led, and that's perfectly okay. We just want your prayers, and we just appreciate your support. Just watching the videos, liking the videos, stuff like that. That doesn't cost you anything. Did you want to say something?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys once again for another lovely episode of the Best Morning Live on TikTok and the YouTube. Make sure you hit the follow button if you appreciate it. We will be back for the Best Morning Live on Monday, Labor Day edition. Okay, so we might go a little bit longer than normal, depending. So we'll see. But anyways, Monday, Best Morning Live on TikTok will be back for Labor Day. All right, Labor Day is not going to stop us from doing the Best Morning Live. So we'll be right back at it. And new video dropping, already dropped today. Another video dropping tomorrow. So go check it out. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys watch the whole video. Put a comment in there to help with the algorithm so we can help grow this channel, okay? Love you guys. God bless you guys. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, now and forever, and to the ages of ages. Amen.